Welcome to the channel. Let's talk all things mama self-care. Stick around. Welcome to the channel. My name is Morgan here at The Life of Tillmans. If this is your first time, welcome. I am so happy to have you here in this space. If you haven't done so already, go ahead, click that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you do not miss any of the videos uploaded on the channel. If you've been with me before, welcome back. I first want to start out by saying thank you to Abby over at Rooted in Rest and Jessica at the Waldock Way for always providing these open collabs. The second Tuesday of every month, they come up with an awesome topic and we are free to add in our videos to the collab. So I am going to link the playlist down below where you can hear all things self-care from tons of amazing homeschool mamas. And hopefully you can get some tips from their videos as to ways to beef up your self-care. So don't forget to check out that playlist. Honestly, I was not going to participate in this collab because I thought self-care, I don't know. In my mind, I started thinking about what other people do for self-care. Shame on me, but I did. I thought, I don't go and do those things. I don't do this. I don't do that. But I have been taking really good care of myself. So I had to dig deep and realize that what I do on a daily basis is what works for me in this season of my life. And it matters. It's important and it helps me throughout the day, and it is my form of self-care. Does that make it wrong that it's not what I may see others do? Absolutely not. But it's beneficial to me, and I know that hopefully by me sharing this, it will be beneficial to someone else for you to be able to really dig deep and think about what it is that you enjoy for self-care, what you don't enjoy, because there are certain things that I'm not a big fan of. But maybe there are things that you also don't enjoy that seem to be the typical self-care things, but it just doesn't fit you. So I'm gonna share with you what I do on a daily basis that is self-care. I want to remind you that self-care is like a season. Like anything else, it comes and goes. So in this season of self-care, you might be getting a ton of self-care for yourself. Maybe you hit a season where you're only getting a little bit. And there are also seasons where we do not provide ourselves with self-care, which is not good. But it comes. That happens. We go through those different seasons, just like anything else. We have seasons in life. We also have seasons of self-care. Right now, I am in a season of self-care that is really unusual for me, but it feels good for me. I say unusual because, like I said, I was looking at what other people were doing for self-care, and I felt like I was not doing those things, so I wasn't providing myself with self-care. But that's not true. Why do we do self-care? Why is it important? I feel that self-care is important because it allows us to focus on self. Does that make us selfish and inconsiderate? Absolutely not. If we are not taking care of ourselves, we cannot take care of our homes. We cannot homeschool our children. We cannot be the homemakers that we are supposed to be in this season of life. So it's major for us to make sure that we are taking time out for ourselves. It does not make us selfish. We have to take care of us. And if we don't take the time out to take care of us, there's no way that we can take care of anyone else. That is why it's important. Simply put, just because we need to be able to fuel our bodies and ourselves, our minds, our souls, everything about this machine that God has created, this perfect thing that God has created, and we need to be able to feed others. We have to feed ourselves so that we can feed others. That is why self-care is important. What does my self-care look like? Okay, I am not a typical self-care person. I think I posted a video maybe about a year ago, and I will link it down below because it's interesting for me to go back and watch and see what I was doing for self-care then and remember that time in my life versus what I am doing now. Still the same, I would say same person. Of course, I have grown and matured and all of those things that we do that we should do every single day. But my self-care looks different. It looks completely different now than what it did 1 year ago. One of the things that I have jumped headfirst into for my self-care is therapy. I am happy to be there. I needed it. I felt like there were things and pressures and influences that I was allowing to come into my home, into my head, into my heart, that were really not of me. And as an adult, we have to take responsibility for our own health and well-being. And even though it has not been something that I've ever seen within my family, and I have a few close friends, I felt like this was something that I needed to do for me to be a better person, for me to be a better person. Not for me to be a better wife, not for me to be a better mother, but for me to be a better person. And absolutely, me being a better person spills over into every area of my life, every title that we hold. So I am becoming a better wife. I am becoming a better mother, a better friend, a better sibling, a better child. Like, all of those things have been affected by me making the decision to start therapy. I'm not ashamed to say that. I'm not ashamed to say that sometimes it gets overwhelming. We have all of these things going on, and we need to be able to sort those out in a neutral place where someone can give us the tips and tools just to make things better, and also help us recognize when we are self-sabotaging. I've said it in a video before that I believe I self-sabotage sometimes, especially when it comes to adding 50,000 things to your planner and then you don't get them done, and guess what? You feel like a failure. Well, that was me. I am growing, but focusing on me by doing therapy is helping me to level everything out. It is changing my perspective about everything that I do every single day. And it's just making me a better me, which in turn makes me a better wife and a better mother, and all of those other areas where I can be better. The second thing that I am currently doing for my self-care is I am in a season of exercise. And I say exercise, but it's really health and well-being. I am in a season where it is important for me to get up and every day move my body. Sweat, get tired, get exhausted, fatigue my muscles, smelly, all of that. I am in a season where that is something very important to me. If I miss a workout, I'm upset. I'm like, what did you do today? Maybe I didn't get out of bed in time. But do I beat myself up about it? No, I just say, I know that I can do this. I know that I feel better when I do it. When I exercise, I am like upset. I'm like, oh, I gotta do this exercise. I'm doing it. I get in the middle of it and it just starts to feel good. And it's like that little engine that could. You're like, I think I can, I think I can. And it starts to feel really good. By the end of my workout, of course I'm exhausted. I'm sweating everywhere. I'm stinky. I need water. Like, I need air, all of that. But when I start my day after I finish my workout and hit the rest of my day, I feel so good. I have more energy. I'm less tired. I have more focus. I'm able to give myself without being completely worn out. I know that me getting up and moving and stressing my body in a healthy way is helpful for me every single day. So I'm in a season right now that physical fitness is very important to me. And I've been in this season before, and you get out of it. Like I said, there are seasons and there are times where I'm like, it's just not for me. However, I plan to never leave out of the season of physical fitness again, because I remember how good it feels. I'm able to clear my mind. Like I said, the focus that I get, the energy level that I get, just everything. My skin is better, everything is just better. You just feel better inside and out. The third thing that I'm doing for my self-care is I am allowing myself 20 to 30 minutes every single day of rest. That may look different every day. It may be that I take 15 minutes and I take a nap, and I do the other 15 minutes to sit and just lay in my bed and stare at the ceiling fan. I don't know. It could be that I'm taking 20 minutes to just go outside and sit in a chair in my garage and watch cars drive by, animals, listen to the birds, the leaves blow, whatever it may be. I am allowing myself that time to sit and do nothing. It is called a blank space, and I need blank space. Every waking minute of my day is typically filled with something, and that did not feel good for me. It did not feel like I was giving myself an opportunity to rest. The flip side of that is the reason why I wasn't giving myself an opportunity to rest is because I felt like I had to work for it all day long. I had to complete everything that was on my list of things to do before I could give myself that 20 to 30 minutes of rest. But that's not true. You are accomplishing things. We are accomplishing things every single day. So what if you have 10 things on your list and you get to 2 of them? That is 2 things that you can take off of your list. So now you're down to 8. Huge accomplishment. We're gonna celebrate every single goal, every single accomplishment, every single thing completed. Yes, you may have had 5 loads of laundry to do and you got to 2 of them. Congratulations, you now only have 3 loads of laundry. You deserve an opportunity to sit and rest. Now sometimes we can overdo it. Yes, we can say that 20 minutes can turn into 30, that 30 turns into 40, 40 turns into 2 hours. It happens. However, if you are rewarding yourself for what you are doing and you are making sure that you're setting that time, you are most importantly being disciplined about what you're doing, you're going to take that 20 and 30 minutes, you're going to use it to the best of your ability. It is going to be like your recharge and you're going to be up and back at it in no time. As soon as that time is up, congratulations, you have done a great thing for yourself. Now let's hit it hard so we can end this day feeling amazing. That 20 or 30 minutes is like a recharge. It's like plugging your phone in when you're at 15% and you need to be at 60. How are we doing this? When you're in the red and you need to go to the green, that is what that 20 to 30 minutes does for me. And I have been really enjoying it and rewarding myself with that time. It could also be that I'm just sitting with my girls doing nothing. And what that does is it gives them that same reward. They've done school, they've done basketball, they've done dance, whatever it may be. Now is our time to sit and do nothing at all. Typically, it doesn't involve TV because we still have our television restrictions in place, and it's fine. It's working completely well for us. But we find other things to do to fill that space, but not fill that space. We want to just sit and relax. It's 20 or 30 minutes that I allow the girls to do whatever. If they want to run around the house, we have like a square in our living room. If they want to run around the square, if they want to just lay out in the middle of the floor, turn cartwheels, practice dance, whatever it may be, they have that 20 or 30 minutes as well to do whatever it is that they want to do. So it's my self-care, but I'm also passing that along to my girls. I'm teaching them, and I don't want to teach my girls that every waking minute of the day, they're supposed to be doing something. I don't want them to feel like if they don't complete everything that's on their list and then they've done nothing, because that's not true. They've done amazing things and they deserve time to sit and decompress. Number 4 that is a part of my self-care in this season is diet changes. And I put this in with, physical fitness, health and well-being, but I have changed my diet because I feel better. I mean, I know that, and we know these things in our head. We don't stick with them, or we see something and we just want it. But the diet changes that I have made have really helped me, number 1, feel better inside and outside about myself. I feel that I'm making healthy choices. I'm also passing those healthy choices along to my girls, and they are seeing me. They are watching me like hawks every single day because I'm their mother. They're with me 24/7. They see every move that I make, good and bad. Good and bad. And if I don't want them to struggle and experience some of the things that I have experienced in my adulthood, then I have to model that behavior. Am I going to be perfect at it? No, but I'm modeling that behavior for them, and they are seeing it. They have dubbed Sundays as Salad Sundays. Every Sunday we're having salad. I love it because 6 months ago, my girls wouldn't eat salad. Now they would eat vegetables. They would eat lettuce on a burger or whatever it may be, but having just a salad with the fixings on it, they wouldn't do that. But now they named it Salad Sunday, not me. That is major progress. When I'm reaching for something and they know that I shouldn't have it on a specific day, Mom, should you be eating that? No, I should not. They are my accountability partners. We are doing this thing here. These diet changes have been awesome for me, and I'm not bragging, but I have lost 34 pounds and I am celebrating. I've celebrated every single pound from the time I've started, and I'm going to continue to celebrate those. No, I'm not where I want to be, but if we only wait to celebrate when we get to where we're going to be, it's discouraging because we feel like we're not doing anything in the process. Diet changes have been huge for me. The fifth thing that I'm doing for this mama self-care is I am setting boundaries. And a lot of times when we think about boundaries, we think about setting them for other people, right? Not to invade our space, our time, our whatever it may be. But no, I'm setting boundaries for myself. Those boundaries look like if I sit down to work on something, a lot of times I want to complete that task. I want to sit down and I want to finish it completely. That's not realistic for this stage of my life. I don't have 2 hours to work on one thing. I just don't have the time. So I have had to set boundaries for myself. And what those boundaries looks like is a clock. I have a timer. I have a timer that I set. I am giving myself 15 minutes for whatever it may be, working on curriculum or cleaning the kitchen, laundry, whatever it may be. I'm setting a timer. And when that timer goes off, obviously I get to a stopping point. I won't stop mid-sentence if I'm writing something down or mid-video if I'm recording. But when that timer goes off, I put it away. We're done. We're moving on to the next thing. That is a boundary that I needed to set for myself because I know how I am and I like to complete tasks. I'm very task-oriented. However, I don't have huge blocks of time to complete a task from start to finish. So if I set that boundary, when I set that boundary, I say, I'm going to spend 30 minutes on this today. I'll spend 30 minutes the next day, and I'll just keep doing that until whatever that task is complete. That has been working for me so well. I'm also setting boundaries with those around me as well. My children, they have 24/7 access to me. And that's not really great. I deserve to be able to go to the bathroom and not have little hands or big hands knocking on the door wanting something. I deserve to be able to take my 20 or 30 minute relaxation time by myself if that's what I want to do. Whatever it may be. So I am setting boundaries with my girls and with those around me, my loved ones. And this doesn't mean that we're rude about setting those boundaries. It's simply saying, this is my time. When I'm done with this, then we can move on to something else that we're doing together. It's very kind, it's very pleasant, but our children come to us because they feel like they need us all the time. And that is okay, but they don't really need us all the time. And until we as the parents, as the mothers, set those boundaries for them, then they won't understand what that really looks like. Setting boundaries for our children helps them to understand how to set boundaries when they become adults for the ones around them as well. So I'm not just doing this for myself. It's for my girls as well, because we all need to understand what boundaries mean. We need to have them in place and we need to live by them because they are important for us to be able to function every single day in a healthy way. And the last thing, which is number 6 that I am doing for self-care, is I am reconnecting with friends. I'm not doing this often. However, making sure that I am reconnecting, that I'm reaching out to people that I want to hang out with. We can get lost in being homemakers, wives, mothers, friends sometimes. We can get lost in all of the duties and responsibilities that we have to do in our home. And that is okay if we get there and we're not readily available to our friends every single day. However, making a point to reach out at some point in time, whether that's once a month or every couple of months, that is still a great thing. I'm at the every couple of month mark. Like, I can send a quick text message, those types of things. But now I'm at that point where I'm like, hey, let's go grab lunch. An hour. Let's go catch a movie if we have time. You do those things every couple of months. You're still nurturing your friendships. You guys can catch up, because if it's truly a really good friendship, they're going to understand that this season of life is busy. It's busy for you, and I'm sure it's busy for them as well. Busy for everyone. So knowing that you can still provide a friendship that has time to sit down over a meal every couple of months, to send a text, hey, I love you, I was thinking about you, I hope you're having a really good day. Remembering that person's birthday, holidays, those are major things, and they help you to feel like you're not just a mom or you're not just a wife. that you are a friend and that you are important to lots of people, and that helps them also feel like they're important when we reach out to them. So those are my 6 things of self-care that I am doing in this season of my life. Now, will it remain the same all the time? Absolutely not. It's going to change. But there are a few of them that I vow to hold on to because it just makes me feel better every single day. Put down in the comments, what are you doing in this season of life for your self-care mamas? You need it. If you don't have anything, what do you plan on starting it soon? Again, I want to thank Abby from Rooted in Rest and Jessica from the Waldock Way for putting together this open collaboration. Don't forget to click down low on the playlist so you can see all of the moms in this collab and get their ideas of self-care, and hopefully that will help motivate you to start a self-care routine of your own if you haven't done so already. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell, and I will see you right back here at the Life of Tillmans for another video next time. Bye guys.